everybody has to make a sacrifice. The sacrifice in this particular case would be Joe Biden looking at this and saying, listen, I think that he probably committed the crime, but guess what? I'm not going to prosecute him because we believe that Hillary Clinton should have been prosecuted. Or at the very least, you could, I mean, this would have been an easy call, by the way. The DOJ could have said, at the same time they were doing...
Cool. I don't care. Take them all. Take every U.S. war criminal in human history. Yes, Hillary Clinton is a war criminal. Arrest Hillary Clinton. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. You're arresting the Clintons. Who's next? Bill? Bill? Oh, God. Bill's been arrested. What are we going to do? Take them all. I don't give a please. Don't get me wrong. This is Lib Christmas, and I'm going to let the Libs have it, okay? This is their day. This is their day, Libs, you know? I'm just going to stay at the sidelines and be like, you know, to any of the good Libs out there, congratulations. You know, I too share in your joy for a variety of other reasons, as well as maybe some tangential reasons as well. I would say the biggest one being that Trump is a horrifying fucking proto-fascist, and I don't want to see him rise to power again. So it's wonderful to see anyone on any level, especially in the United States of America. The good old US of A kind of had any form of accountability for their actions. That's nice. That's why, I mean, even the what is it, the auspicion of it, you know, the very idea of it, the concept itself is quite fine. I'm here for that. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. If Trump is convicted, which he could be, because at this point the evidence is hilariously abundant. Let's just say that. I don't know if this is a legal term, but I would say the evidence is hilariously abundant. So if he was, will he spend a day in jail? My prediction, abso-fucking-not. No, I don't think he will spend. I don't think he'll spend a minute. I don't think that's how. Ain't no way America is sending a white billionaire president to spend a day in jail. That's not happening. What could happen though is house arrest. House arrest could happen. We know that maybe a house arrest. You know what the funniest possible outcome could be? House arrest, but he doesn't get to choose which house. So he can't be like, you get to go back to Mar-a-Lago, because he loves Mar-a-Lago. You know, he could pretty much live there for the rest of his days and he'd actually be kind of happy. That's not a win. We got to send him somewhere he doesn't want to go. Like Melania's in-laws. Yeah. Melania's in-laws. So he's got to go stay with Melania's parents. Sorry, not Melania's in-laws, his in-laws. So Melania's parents. If they're still alive, he has to go live with them. That's the house arrest. That's the mandatory house arrest. That's probably the best possible outcome that anyone could hope for. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think he's even with the abundance of information. Like, you know what's funny is seeing people like Ben Shapiro right now trying to do this whole like, well, the evidence is pretty bad. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's it's an almost cartoonish level of evidence. It is an abundance. There is a, let's just say rooms full, multiple rooms, different rooms, bathrooms full of evidence. Yeah, theaters full of evidence, just stages. The whole world's a stage, I know, but it's also fucking filled with evidence.
Curiosity. If this is the first time.
Boss, this is a fucking president of the USA. This is the whitest of the white. You don't get any whiter than Donald Trump, billionaire, fucking ex-president, proto-fascist. America is not sending that man to jail. They may do house arrest, and again, the house is going to be the funniest part about it. That's confusing. Send him to live with the Clintons.
That's too bad.
You know what? That would be a good two. You know, what do they call it? A twofer? You know, when two things get taken out. It's wonderful this is all going down in pride in the middle of it all, especially as Trump has ramped up his anti-LGBTQ nonsense. You know what's so weird is a couple years ago, when Trump was running, do you remember when he was holding up that, like, you know, LGBTQ flag, and he was trying to actually say in his speech, he's like, I am a strong supporter of the LGBT.
Clean up your room.
And the rest. And like the shit that he was holding up, if I show you the photo, Trump holding pride flag, like it's the kind of stuff that would nowadays get him accused as being a groomer. Yeah, like look at this. Look at this. This is the exact thing that the right would now be like, fucking groomer. Goddamn, look at that groomer. Huh? Didn't know he was such a pedophile. Well, yeah, that's a groomer. If ever I saw a groomer, that's a groomer right there. It was a different time back then, you know. The right hadn't just quite completely lost it, like totally, like this is 2016. It's not like a lifetime ago. As of right now, it seems like Donald Trump has been both arraigned and now has been released from his arraignment, and he's going from his arraignment back to Trumpiness. Let's see. Oh, actually, I should check out. Let's Trump. I want to see what he's saying on Truth Social. If he's truthing, he's probably truthing. We'll see. On my way to courthouse, witch hunt MAGA. One of the saddest days in the history of our country. We are a nation in decline. That got 29,000. What are they called when you like on truth? 88s or whatever. This one got 27,000.5. Has anyone seen this man? Biden special counsel Robert Hur appears to have vanished. I wonder if the PGA players didn't need advice. Blah blah. No, okay. So Truth Social, essentially, it just works as a Donald Trump fucking personal communication device, right? For him and his like sycophantic and scary ass fans.
Everybody under the sun is now attacking and attempting to prosecute and put in jail Donald Trump. And so Trump, predictably enough, is like, okay, fine, you want to do it, I'll do it too. And this will be the game from here on out. When the Justice Department gets reduced to pure politics, you got a problem. Now, I hear people screaming, all right, well, but you just said that Trump may have committed criminal activity here. The allegations against him are very strong.
Are you going to have Aaron Brown on the show again? I would love to have Aaron Brown on the show again. I love hanging out with Aaron Brown. Aaron Brown is funny stuff. Cool.
True. The only way that you actually restore the credibility of the justice system is to have Republicans prosecute Republicans and Democrats prosecute Democrats. Because the minute that this now crosses the aisle, we become so politically polarized and partisan
I'll message
that if the
right now.
basic line here is that Republicans are just supposed to accept that Republicans who are guilty of crimes get indicted, and Democrats who are guilty of crimes get slots on CNN.
Jesus Christ, who fucking cares? Why won't you like those? What Ben is proposing here is that only Republicans can basically prosecute Republicans, which yeah, that'll work out. The historical precedent for that looks great. Yeah, every single opportunity in which it's been like, hey, can you self-govern? Yeah, hey, police union, can you look after corruption, the corruption amongst the police? Just make sure that there's no bad apples amongst them. You know what they say, a couple bad apples ruin the batch, as in the entire batch would be corrupt if a couple of you are corrupt, so there shouldn't be anyone who's corrupt, correct? Cool? All right, go out there. What's that? Do you want the qualified immunity? Yeah, that could probably, I don't see anything wrong with that. How could this backfire? Same thing with the Republican Party now. If it's like, hey, we're going to just be like an oversight committee to ourselves. We're going to make sure that no one is doing anything corrupt, human trafficking, pedophilia, grooming, anything like that, and we're just here in the interest of the people. We'll be good. Trust us. What reason have we not given you to trust us?
And MSNBC. That is not a workable solution for anyone. In order to reestablish credibility, when credibility has been lost, when an institution has lost its credibility, everybody has to do something painful. Everybody has to do something. Everybody has to make a sacrifice. The sacrifice in this particular case would be Joe Biden looking at this and saying, listen, I think that he probably committed the crime, but guess what? I'm not going to prosecute him because we believe that Hillary Clinton should have been prosecuted. Or at the very least, you could, I mean, this would have been an easy call, by the way. The DOJ could have said, at the same time they were doing.
Cool. I don't care. Take them all. Take every fucking U.S. war criminal in human history. Yes, Hillary Clinton is a war criminal. Arrest Hillary Clinton. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. You're arresting the Clintons. Who's next? Bill? Oh, God. Bill's been arrested. Fuck, what are we going to do? Take them all. I don't give a fuck. Please. What? Is this fucking, like, gay Christmas all over again? This is going to be like Pride 2, the Pride-ing? You can have them all, Ben. It would be great.
Politically speaking, Merrick Garland could have said, we're also bringing charges against Hunter. Right, that would have shielded, because Hunter is clearly guilty of a bevy of crimes up to and including violence.
His are all fucking kind of metal, though. It's like, oh, the guy loves drugs. He loves having threesomes with sex workers. It's like, oh, yeah, terrible. That's too bad. Yeah, shouldn't do that.
Violation of gun law. So that could have happened. They didn't do that either. Again, the double standard is what's going to destroy the credibility of the institution. The only way to restore the credibility of the institution is even-handed application of justice against your own side, not when it looks politically valuable to go after your chief political opposition. And that's why this thing is going to remain incredibly polarized.
Ben, I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I wouldn't waste my time on a phony indictment.
Yeah, Doug Brandon is the Brandon we need.
You could indict a bologna sandwich.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Well, unless you've been living under a rock for the past week or so, then by now I am...
You know what's wild is that we all have Rational National shirts, but why don't you all have Serf shirts, I say? I have the Pride Rational National shirt. I'll break it out on Thursday. I didn't wear it last Thursday because I had spilled some chili on the shirt, and it's a white shirt, so that was very bad of me. Hopefully it's recovered by then, so we'll see.
Confident that you're well aware of the fact that Donald Trump has been federally indicted on 38 charges last Thursday. Now, for this video, I primarily want to focus on the response from his supporters because I think that portion of the story is yielding really important insight that a lot of people aren't picking up on, that we all need to be well aware of. But before we get to that, I first want to just talk about the charges a little bit here because I can't overstate the severity of these charges. And
The Serfs is live. Trump's been arrested. I have tacos and tamales. Life is glorious. Tacos, tamales, delicious. Absolutely delicious. You know the two things that always betray the racists? Their appetites and their sexuality. It's true. Even the worst racists in the world will be going off about like, oh, this is the superiority of the Anglo-Saxon race, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, okay, and it's like, oh, time for tacos. Ooh, I want some shawarma. Yes, yes, oh, yes, get that on my plate. Oh, dosas, fresh dosas, nice. Oh, I'm so down. I'm so down. I'm just going to finish all this delicious food, and then I'm going to hit on a bunch of women. It's going to be super awkward. Then I'm going to go right back to my TV show, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to talk about the superiority of the Anglo-Saxon race. And so rinse and repeat. Here we go.
All right. Don't get your suit dirty, man. All right.
Did you see that Ron DeSantis said that if he became president, he would pardon Trump? Where are you on the idea of presidents pardoning Trump?
Yep. It was
I mean, it's not conclusive. It's not enough to go on. I'm gonna take it for now, though. You know, the vibes today's just like, it's a very good Pride Day. I feel today's just like, I've got very good energy. Trump's been arrested. We got just fucking. So I'm gonna file this Dark Brandon clip under Dark Brandon. Okay, this is officially ranked Dark Brandon for sure. I hope he follows through. It'd be great if when like the moment comes, it should come, and it's like, hey, Mr. President, you have the opportunity now to pardon the previous president. Is like. You got another thing coming, Jack? You got another thing coming, Jack?
Lock him up! Serpent. What? Yeah. Lock you up! Yeah, you had your support.
Lock me up, lock you up, lock all of us up, hell yeah, and then we go have a party.
Hillary Clinton, she done a lot wrong. You're an idiot.
Ultimately, these Trump supporters could not point
His Trump hat had Trump's signature on the side, you could tell because it's hideous.
to any piece of evidence that would cause their support to waver.
Oh,
I think Trump is the best president we've ever had, and I'm all about getting him reelected.
That was depressing, but at this point, it's not surprising because I've said it once, I'll say it again. This is a cult.
Yes.
Now, to be fair, we all have biases. We all feel cognitive dissonance when someone we like does something bad.
Yeah.
Having said that, though,
You're
I don't
right.
think any of you watching are as bad as those supporters, regardless of who we're talking about here. I doubt that most sane people would put blind loyalty above facts and logic in the way that Trump supporters allow blind loyalty to Trump facts and logic, pun intended. For example, like just think about a recent example where we all were tested. Noam Chomsky, beloved intellectual on the left, we all...
This is so true, by the way. Like, you just look across the board. I don't want to fucking self-fillet a little bit here on like, oh, the left is quite honest when it comes to this shit, but like, it's so fast. Channel 5, everyone's like, that sucks. That's brutal. I'm so disappointed. Fucking Noam Chomsky, beloved Noam Chomsky. What's going on with Epstein? Oh, that sucks. That's brutal. Yep. Once again, huge disappointment. But we call it out.
Just how surreal it was to see the former president of the United States in a courtroom having to see all this play out and staying silent. Now, this hearing was different, according to the people who...
Okay, thank you, Winston. So let's look at reality versus expectation, okay? Chats, we're gonna play a little game right now, okay? This is expectation, what you see before you. This is the courtroom sketch, and here's an actual photo of what Trump looks like right now. So, if we were to compare and contrast the two, I would say, goddamn, I don't know how much this one cost. I don't know how many fucking, 50s he had to slip just to be like, just a little bit of flattery. You can make me look very tall, like a baseball player. Yeah, like a tall baseball player. That'd be great. Like,
most innocent man that's ever been in the White House, Donald J. Trump, the best president we've ever had, 45/47. He's coming back. This is the longest witch hunt going on 8 years now since he came down the escalator.
Do you believe
the guy's an American hero?
Do you believe there's a two-tier system of justice? Do you believe this is unfair?
Obviously. I don't even know how anybody can ask that with a straight face. There's obviously a two-tier justice system. Why is the Clinton crime family running wild? Why is Beijing Biden and the money laundering operation that Hunter Biden started out of Ukraine? He started the war on Ukraine 5 years ago when he was working for Burisma.
Last question, if Trump were to get reelected, should he consider a pardon for the Biden family?
Absolutely
Ultra
not. They're a
extreme
crime
MAGA.
family. You're either an American or a Democrat these days. There's no way to be both.
So as you can see here, it's strong sentiments out here.
So what, there was like 20 people, there's supposed to be thousands. Didn't work out quite as they planned. That's too bad. Wah wah. Trump makes top in Miami Cafe. Hell yeah.
Are you ready?
Hell yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Food for everyone. Food for
What? Food for everyone. Whoa, I wasn't ready for that.
Are you ready?
Man, I wonder what they offer. They're singing happy birthday to Trump. Is it his birthday?
Some birthday. Some birthday. We got a government that's out of control.
So Trump was born June 14th, 1946. Fact check accurate. All right. It is close enough to his birthday, and his birthday is tomorrow, that it's not actually just weird. I mean, it's weird, but it's not as weird.
What a great country. Spectacular. Look at this diner. Look at all the poors. So many poors. So many poors. Oh, they're all so poor. Oh, I love them. I love them all.
It's weird shit, you know? It's kind of weird culty shit. He does still have it. Oh, there's a prayer for Trump. Let's get this too. Praise him. Praise him. This is how you know it's a Fox News alert.
Before the primary, this is very likely to give him a boost in the next few weeks, the same way that we saw with that first indictment in New York. He got a boost in fundraising, a boost in polls, and that's what so many of these campaigns, his rival campaigns, are bracing for, because we have seen this pattern before. Again, the legal element of this drastically different than the political element of this, and I think the best representation of that is actually the events of today, where you had this somber moment in a courtroom, and then you're going to have this fundraiser in Bedminster. Those two things are happening on the very same day, and they are different, but they are certainly intertwined, Hallie.
You have a lot of words with no meaning. Oh, yes, he is tweeting, or truthing again. Only a couple, though. All right, thank you, Miami. Such a warm welcome on such a sad day for our country. Fake Tapper just demanded that his broadcast be closed down for Miami because there was far too much enthusiasm on the streets for Trump. The good news is he was the only one to do so. Perhaps a good explanation as to why CNN's ratings are so low. Still get it.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
Thank you kindly to our Lord and Saviors Peyton L. Just and Xander Corvus. Without you, we are nothing. And now, a shout out to our Knights of the Square Table. Amazing Flesh, Anna Loves Riley, Adrian McCarthy, DM Rivera, Doug Cady, Everything Important, Hegbard Celine, Izzy Solidarity, La Media Panza, Matthew Scarborough, Multimondi, Nettle, Omni, Peanut Butter Blonde, Political Papi, Quiet 185, Rachel K, Riley and Anna, Roller Dragon, Kubi, Cernicus, Spinach Monster, Stellar Vision, Sebastian Dimmel, Thomas, Trevbot EXE, Lucidry, Words Greenwood, Cheryl Alvarez, Tony Perkins, Thomas, O'Pecker, Travis McClinton, and Victoria Bell. Thank you so much. And a huge shout out to all the other people who make this entire show possible. Without you, it would not exist. If you can support us, please go to patreon.com/theserfs, and even $1 can help unlock all of the little goodies and help make this show entirely possible.